Hi, everyone. Welcome to our market update. My name is Vinnie, and this guy over here.
Erik, Sandstrom, Prime Lending. What's going on, everybody?
Well, I'm out and about today because we have one of our new listings doing open house, the evening showing of our open house. And so if you see the background stuff and you get really excited, feel free to reach out. Can help you out. And if you're watching this, maybe in the next couple of days, it might already be in escrow. Probably will already be in escrow. Yet, feel free to reach out anyways when I have other stuff that's going to pop on the market. Let's just jump into it, Erik. How are rates looking right now?
I actually just priced one out. We're looking pretty close to the high fives now for a perfect scenario. So 760 FICO, 5 to 15% to 20% down, roughly around 5.625 on the 30-year fixed.
Wow, close to 5%. Man, that's
anywhere between 5.625 and actually 6%. And that's
whoa.
not even an investment property. That's primary residence.
What are we looking at for like investment properties?
Right now, I think the highest that I can go is 6% on the rate sheet, and I would guess that there's probably 2 points involved at minimum.
Whoa. What are you doing any kind of like creative financing? I mean, are anyone doing adjustables right now?
Yeah, kind of funny that you mentioned that. I priced out adjustables as well to see how they were faring with the market products. And it's kind of the same thing, actually. The rates are lower, but there's nothing that I can pick that's, let's say, what's called at par, meaning no points. So you're looking between 3 and 4 points, which I don't even know if I can do that without triggering what's called high-priced mortgage loan at roughly 3.5 to 4% on an ARM.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's
I think they're basically kind of steering you away from taking an ARM and more steering you towards a 30-year fixed as it's a, in quotes, safer product, right?
What? So you say in quotes safer product? What's your take on it?
My take is that the market changes often, right? I mean, in the next 5 years, what are interest rates going to do? Are they going to stay this high? Are they going to go higher? I highly doubt that they're going to go higher and go back to like the 90s where we saw, 10 to 17% interest rates. I mean, what's that going to do to values and affordability? It's just going to completely diminish everything, literally. So nobody will be able to afford a house, right?
Yeah, and I would be careful for anyone to buy off of speculation. Focus on that monthly payment. I mean, if you're going to take the risk and you take the gamble of buying off speculation, make sure that you can afford those payments because we don't have a crystal ball, so you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So make sure that the worst case scenario doesn't happen to you. I mean, that's just the one nugget I'll throw out there. I mean, yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it's going to probably take a little while for some sort of correction to happen because of low inventory out there. And, I mean, you're talking about 6% right there. I mean, it's hard to think that we're going to get, higher than that. Yet, what was it, in the 90s? We were in the 9s?
9s to like 13%, possibly even higher. I wasn't in the market back then. I've only been doing this 16 years, so I don't really know. But that's what I hear based off that graph that I've seen often.
So, I mean, relative, I guess. Relative to 3 years ago when we were talking about it was pretty traditional, 5%. I mean, maybe not too bad, all a relative, but whatever you decide to do, just make sure you're talking to a trusted resource. I mean, vet the realtor, vet the lender that you're talking to, because you really want to make sure that they're looking out for you, not looking out for their pocketbook, because you do see that more and more. I mean, I'm going to bring up this this stat chart that I've used in the past. So if you watched this market update in the previously, you've seen this before. And if you can look, right, we have 22,000 people that have MLS access that are based out of San Diego. And out of those 22,000 people in the last year, 67% of those agents didn't sell one piece of business. Let me repeat that one more time. 67% of them didn't sell one piece of business. So just be aware that they're looking out for you and not looking out for their pocketbook. I mean, that's the one thing. And I don't have any stats right here for lenders. I mean, I mean, Eric,
Yeah,
you
well,
can, yeah,
if
go ahead.
you, well, I can tell you. I mean, there's not many people that originate more than $1 million a month, and just like you mentioned, those people are looking out for what they make on that one loan versus, let's say, 10, 11 loans. You're not, I mean, you're not doing, you're doing volume versus, just doing units. So, losing a deal doesn't hurt as much when you're doing that versus, let's say, one deal every 6 months, right?
Oh
That
yeah,
person's going to try to get the most out of you when we're like, let's try to figure out getting you the best deal possible.
exactly. I mean, because even though it's if you can afford the monthly payment, it's a good time to purchase. And for not everyone is a great time to purchase, if that makes sense. I mean, not everyone is going to now is going to be the best time to purchase. Sometimes that people have to work on their credit score. Some people want to actually save a little more money because they're so close to getting past that 20% threshold. Or some people, they have to pay off their student loans or pay off their car payment. Things like that can make a huge difference. So if someone's trying to push you into something that maybe is not really ready for you, then be careful about that. And if there's a will, then there's a way. I mean, there's
Right.
programs all the time like they'll pop up. Like one of the ones, the affordability one, the La Boheme is something that we've talked about in the past, right there. But going to if you don't have basically the funds to purchase, maybe look at San Diego Housing Commission. I mean, get approved through them. See if you qualify for one of their plan for one of their grants right there. Or USDA. I mean, that's another platform. And I mean, I know Erik has access to all these platforms right there. So if you have a will, there's a way. Just talk to the right lender.
Yeah, and
Any
I'll give
last,
an example of today's market if you want, Vinny. I mean,
please.
from back in 2006, right? We had the peaks and the values, and what happened to those people that hung on from 2006 until now? They've got a huge amount of equity. They almost own their home, pretty much free and clear, as if they played their cards right. So you can still buy in an up market and benefit long term because values on houses are always going to go up at some point. That's what we've at least seen, right?
Yeah, if you can take the downs, you can take the up. So just be aware of that. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to myself or Erik, and we would love to be that resource for you. Have a great weekend, everyone.